know how stupid Bradley Cooper is? He went to my hometown and put Sam Elliott as a mural on the wall. That man is stupider than Jim Carrey. Not Sam Elliott. You're fine, Sam Elliott. That's okay, Cole. It's fine. I understand that. That's what he did. He ordered a mural of Sam Elliott to be put in this alleyway right here, because he's jealous of the fact that I have 3 beautiful children and a beautiful wife that obeys what I say. Do you think whoever it is, Lady Gaga, the Russian swimsuit model, obeys him? Heck no, she can pick up the phone and have him erased tomorrow. This used to be the old hop. That is mean to say, but I had to say it because that's Sam Elliott and not Willie Nelson. All right, it should be a thing of Willie Nelson. Because Bradley Cooper is what you call a Yankee. He is a Yankee actor. He is a Yankee and they're trying to replay Gone with the Wind, and that's over with. He knows what happened on September 11th of 2001. Boom, right? Boom. That happened for real. He knows how hard it can get up north real quick in a New York minute. How things can change for him. Do you understand? Bradley Stooper is his name. Or what I call him, Brett Drooper is his nickname. Okay? He's an idiot. All right, now that's Pascal High School. Pascal High School, and that is basically the, I don't know really what that is. I think it's this is where we used to come out of the drama room. I'll see if I can even get there. This was our parking lot right here at Pascal High School. This is our parking lot right here. I used to listen to the Pixies in this parking lot on the side. They had another parking lot on the other side where all the smokers hung out. But once I got to the theater department, I parked right next to the theater department. And that's where I would go. It was like work. I'd do my show, and I'd come out here to the parking lot. I'd get in my car, and I'd go. I had this red laser. My sister gave it to me. Oh, my gosh, you can still get there. Yep, this is where it was. Pascal High School. John David Templin had a drama department right here. We did Mother Courage, Good Woman of Szechuan. They did Glass Menagerie the year after I left, but they did The Marriage of Bet and Boo. Right there was our drama department. See where the ivy is right there? All that ivy? Right there. That was our drama department right there. See it? Mm-hmm. Right there. One time a kid came out here and thought I was Luke Perry. He goes, look, it's Luke Perry. I'm like, no, I'm not Luke Perry. I'm Cole Spivey. But I was flattered, because later I'd be offered Jeremiah when I'd run off to Hollywood, and it went to Luke Perry, and now Luke Perry's not around anymore because he didn't make it after once upon a time in Hollywood because he died of a stroke. God bless him. Rest in peace. And this is Pascal High School. This is where I went to school, high school. And I graduated from here too. My high school sweetheart was in the art department. She betrayed me for art. For the Catholic Church. I'm a big Protestant. All right, so I got that out of the way. That's where the theater department was. Had a friend named Kate Thistlethwaite. I believe she lived either right there. That's where she lived. Kate Thistlethwaite. If I'm not mistaken, it was right there. That was her home. It's this one right here. I'll be right back. There you go.
Okay, you got me some sort of white line.
Yeah, they were out they just completely flat out. He didn't seem very happy. He didn't have his IPA. But they did get to have his wine. And he got his cigarettes too. So luckily they got that. And Linda's getting some of those sun chips. And right over here is the tower at Forest Park. It's a big apartment complex. Some artists live there too. That's where Jennifer Quarles is gonna go when she's an old lady. She's gonna live at the very top right there and do all her paintings up there. One time, she made a painting of dolphins for me. And my neck officially hurts. So the doctor wrenched my neck. This poor little Linda scraped her thumb and had to get her stitches removed. And he wanted to tell her about pickle jars. Privately. And everybody knows in a marriage that can be an issue. And the first thing I explained to the doctor was that Linda Spivey's my wife. And I'm a Baptist. Here is the Fort Worth Zoo. Those are good chips, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'll put them away.
I think I'll have one too. Let me make the crowd mad. There we go. This right here is the Fort Worth Zoo. That's the entrance of it. That's where we used to go as teenagers to go make out. Right in that parking lot right there. Because you used to go in there without any problems. I went there to see my kids when the divorce was starting to happen. To see David, Elizabeth, and Gwendolyn right in there. It was actually, no, it was before Gwendolyn was born. It was David and Elizabeth, and then Gwendolyn was born later. And this is, I believe, Forest Park, I want to say. There's a little mini train here. And that's the train right there.
I thought that was another black dog.
No, they're ducks.
Squirrel.
You saw a squirrel? Those are actually ducks. Ducks right by the train track. They're suicidal ducks. Maybe I slept on it wrong. After all, it's what Denise wanted. She just wanted to torture me because Angel had to go through labor. But we did have medicine for her. So there was medicine. Epidural was applied. She would only should only feel the pressure. Only the pressure. She'll only feel the pressure. They're all the way from California. All right, Japanese festival right there in the garden, Botanic Garden in Fort Worth. Japanese festival. Galligaskins Submarines. There's sandwiches. And they also make cheeseburgers. We're going there now to pick up the Galligaskins, which is right there, right next to the Sunshine shop, which used to be, I guess it was a Sunshine store. It was like a health food store that was right over here. I remember whenever I got to see myself on the Actor Studio, in Bravo's inside the Actor Studio, I went to the Sunflower shop and I got a bunch of dates and honey. It's a true story. I jogged down here from my mom's house on 2618 Willing. I jogged to here. And then I walked back and I got some sunflower shop dates and some honey and bread. And I went back to my mom's house and I went into the living room. And when I went into the living room, I turn it on Bravo, and I'd watch an episode, and there I was, a close-up. I believe they were interviewing Benicio del Toro, and then all of a sudden there was a close-up of me, and in my mind, and I looked at my mom, and I said, I made it. Give thanks to the Lord, for He is good. His love endures forever. Psalms 106. 106.1. And it was a happy moment for me, because at that time in my life, I was achieved. I had made it on Bravo. And there was Benicio talking about Stella Adler. And then it started talking about LA police officer that he rode with for the movie Traffic. And then boom, it showed me. I thought, yeah, maybe I could play at least an actor. I think I can probably park here and walk down. I don't think it's that far. Did you see? It's right over there. Okay.
You can't park there.
Yeah, but they're not open. Look, they're
Well,
closed.
still. Do you want to risk it?
But you're here.
Well, I want to get out and stretch my legs.
All right, then we'll go and Legalistic Linda. Legalistic Linda.
Right there.
You know, when Christian was invited to Celestial City, was it Christina, who was also invited? I don't think she cared about all the legalistic parking stuff that was going on, but I did get a ticket in Washington, D.C., parking on Congress. So I understand. I paid that ticket too. Angel allowed me to. So you have to allow your husband to do things. That's Galligaskins. That's true. The wife has to allow it. I guess we're on our way. I guess being famous would be like the Celestial City. Hollywood would probably be like the Celestial City if you had fame and glory. It'd be just like heaven. It'd be just like heaven. Be very close to it. And we are to bring heaven to earth and earth to heaven. It's what we're told to do in the Bible. People don't like when we follow the Bible. Galligaskins Submarines, we made it. Galligaskins Submarines, famous since 1972. Okay. All right, there they are. And free stickers.
Yeah, I think you do the last time. Oh, no, they're right here. Jack, 3621. And that should be coming here.
I want to get a sticker.
That's right there.
Thank you. I'll put it on my, I have this little green bag. Ooh, the mushroom. I got the mushroom cheeseburger. Those are my favorites. Mushroom cheeseburger. And I got a sticker too. This is Galligaskins Submarine Sandwich Shop. They're off at Camp Bowie.
Dion? I don't know how to pronounce it. Alright, and we'll have it out for you.
All right. I'll tell you how my neck feels tomorrow. But anyway, this is the sticker they gave me. It's called Galligaskins Submarine. And it's a sandwich shop. It's in Fort Worth. It's famous since 1972. And it's right there. Galligaskin. And they got a submarine just like, we all live in a yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. A yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Under da, under da, dun da dun da da, dun da da, dun da da. Little album called Revolver. I have 3 children. Maybe one day we'll have a submarine, a Galligaskins submarine, at a sandwich shop. Lo and behold, there is a big boy there. Right next It's a Galligaskins submarine, famous since 1972. A big boy. Just like my dad calls me. You're a big boy, Cole. But not as big as you, Dad. And I'm thankful for that. Isn't God great? Hey, Cole, I'm big boy. You're a big boy, too. Thanks, big boy. It's a Christian establishment. That's what we can come here and eat submarine sandwiches, kids. I promise. Hopefully, or somewhere, something similar. As long as Al Pacino lets me. He knew James Lipton very well. And Bradley Cooper. We can all eat submarine sandwiches and talk about Russia. A little bit, not a whole lot. Relatively okay. The pain is back here because I'm older. But that was some Antien de Creux. I think I call him Antien. I always pronounce everything wrong, but I think it's Antien de Creux. But I usually get it right in the end. Once I either get corrected or I work on Antien de Creux. But it is de Creux, and it's a form of movement for mime that Marcel Marceau, who I worked with his people, used to learn how to use their body to tell a story. That's what a mime does. They would go, all right, remember, we have to mark this. That's 1.4 miles, Plaza Parkway is where we're going. And we'll be there in about 4 minutes. Plaza Parkway, here we go. We're gonna have to call to meet them on the corner. I think we've delivered to them before. Okay, that's Imperial Terrace. Pretty nice place. They usually meet on the corner right here. It's condominiums. Condominiums. First part of condominiums is condom.
She's coming.
It is though.
Abbott Elementary.
What's it called?
Abbott Elementary.
Abbott Elementary?
Yes.
What's it about?
Bunch of school teachers with underprivileged kids in Philly area.
In Philadelphia?
Yeah.
You call it Philly?
Yeah, Philly.
That's where Bradley's
Season
from.
2.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper's from Philly. He knows
She
about
is
Philly
like-
cheese sandwiches.
like, yeah.
He also knows about Russia. No, I'm sorry.
I always forget their names though. Your mom watches this one too. She's more from like Brooklyn and stuff.
I dare Bradley Cooper to do Russian Butterfly. It was written by Ash Cole, who I am. I'm Ash Cole. I dare him. I dare him. And if he does, I'll try to get him an award, like an Oscar, because that's a good play. It's on my Facebook right now. Check it out. I did it in parts. I posted it in like 10-page parts, sometimes 20-page parts. It's a 129 page play. So it's actually a play called A Russian Better Fly. Check it out. If you want to do it, Bradley, please do. I'd like for you to be in it. Get a group of actors. You could do it on Broadway. I want to come see it. And I will do my best to get you an Oscar. If you don't get it for Lyndon Bernstein. I can direct you. I think you're a good actor. The Mule. All that Russian stuff, don't worry about it. They went through all that. They're McCarthy. I know. McCarthyism. That'll never happen to the actors again. But they went through it. McCarthyism, the Red Scare. It's a little bit like that. That's the reason I make it all method, and, kind of accused you of that stuff. Because when I wrote it, I really felt that. I felt some of that. Because it really happened to me. I got scammed by a Russian from Mies, Russia. Her name was Ella. I can't give you her last name. I don't really remember it. I can't even pronounce it. But regardless, I wrote the play. And it's about you. Well, you're mentioned in it. And so is James Lipton. But it's about this guy who's living kind of by himself after a divorce. He's writing. So he writes this play. And he's working on this thing. I believe he calls it Russian Butterfly. And then he gets these weird emails. It's almost done like a dream. I wanted to use Cure music, like 17 seconds, which I'm about to listen to in a minute. I wanted to use 17 seconds in it, and I have a whole sound cues of things I wanted to use. I think he'd be a great director for it, or even an actor. It's a tough play, though. It'd be very funny if you did it because you mentioned Bradley Cooper in it. It would be cool if we could. It certainly is out there, and it will be found. It will be done. You know how it works with writing. But it would be cool. Very cool for you. Check it out. Russian Butterfly. Bradley Cooper involvement or coincidence. You make that decision, Bradley, if you get this message. All right.
Goes to Gregory Eddy.
It's Gregory Eddy, me.
You know what Al Pacino movie you got to see? Al Pacino. Author. Plays a playwright, and the playwright has kids, and they're in New York City. It ends with them going to get a play review in the New York Times, and they're going to one of those newspaper stands, and he's picking up the newspaper and reading it in front of his kids because they want to make sure that the play got a good write-up. He plays a playwright. Al Pacino plays it. It's called Author. It's Al Pacino's greatest work other than Dog Day Afternoon, if you've seen Dog Day Afternoon. Al Pacino, he's very fluid, very method, all over the place. He's great. They're a great mixture, all of them. De Niro, Harvey Keitel, Al Pacino. He's got the magic, Al Pacino uses his voice like an opera singer. It's great. Check it out. Author. I love it. It's a great one. And then he gets the good play review, when he picks up the newspaper in the New York Times. Love that scene. I love Al Pacino. Very, very good.
Elementary school teachers. Besides, it makes them look good. It's not merit-based at all, but who wants to live in a meritocracy? I don't get it. Also, very uncomfortable with the extra attention.
All right, you guys are killing it, truly. So, what is the capital of Alaska? Teacher.
Juneau.
That's right, Juneau, which is also a very funny movie. All right, let's move on.
Juneau?
Yeah, Juneau. Said it was a funny movie.
It's dramatic, too.
What, Juneau?
Juneau.
Oh, that's the one with the 14-year-old girl?
Yeah, I was going to call my production company Juneau Production Company.
Okay.
Juneau Production Company. But I changed it to Drive Film Productions of Texas, which is just as good, especially here, since it's illegal to give an abortion. If you give an abortion and you're a doctor, you go to prison in Texas if you give an abortion and you're a doctor. A lot of criminal doctors will try to do it, and they'll get busted by my people. And when you get busted for that, we try you for murder. We might even go for death penalty on some cases, depending on how old the baby is. We will will go for death penalty. We have it here to teach the doctors a lesson.
Talking to him, incentivizing him with words. But
It'll teach the doctors a lesson.
So I'm going to be using
Buffalo Brothers, and we're in the middle of Hewlin, so we got it way back there by Terrace, Imperial Terrace. This one is showing 2 miles, so it's probably closer to maybe 3 or 4, maybe even further than that, because we were at Terrace Imperial, or Terrace Imperial, and we'll be there 8:25. It's about 2 miles away. Here we were by Imperial Terrace, but regardless, we're headed to Buffalo Brothers right by TCU campus. This is saying 2 miles, so roughly, I don't know how much more, maybe 2 or 3, maybe 4. Have to find out. Basically, they're playing what's known as baseball. It's college league baseball in TCU. And if you're that good, if you're a college league baseball player for TCU, you might as well be a major league baseball player. It'd be up to the player if they would want it. But you know, they can do 5 years in major league ball and then get out of it. Just like an actor can do, I don't know, 5 months of a movie and then get out of it. You know, they can do that or their whole lifetime, you know, depending on what they want to do. It's the same thing. Well, not their whole lifetime, because they have to retire eventually, especially in sports. But actors can actually act for the rest of their whole life if they want to. It's always up to the player, you know, on how long they want to do it. You know, they do it. The reason I started my YouTube show is because my neck hurt right then. The reason why I'm doing the YouTube show is because I want to be an actor. So I post my own shows. If I get 100 people that show up to that post, that's like 100 people in the audience. If I get 1,000 people that show up to that post, that's like 1,000 people in the audience. If I get 1 million people show up to that post, that's 1 million people that show up to my show. Same thing with the one post I have, Backstage Live. That was an acting performance. That was me doing a performance. 172,000 people showed up to that performance. That was a stadium of people. A stadium. 172,000 people showed up to Backstage Live, where I played Gary. And they probably think it's real. No, that was an independent movie directed by Richard Massey III. Backstage Live is an independent movie. You can find it on Amazon. There's copies of it all around. It was a Fort Worth independent film. I have a little disc of it. It's basically a CD of it. That's the level of acting that we were trained to be at the Actor Studio Drama School at the New School University. Now at Pace University, but when I went there, it was New School University. That was just a performance. Backstage Live. Okay, we could probably just go here, right here. I don't know why that guy didn't. And we had to sell it. Okay, there's Buffalo Brothers.